Family, hope all is well, and glad to have you back here on the channel. So this is one of our heavy co-working days, and I wanted to just come on really quickly and just share a couple of thoughts with you. So one of the things that I want to share with you today as you're kind of getting your day going and you're starting to figure out what the moves of the day will be is a reminder to establish systems, because the systems that you put in place will dictate your ability to be productive. Now, productivity cannot be measured by the number of things you check off on your list. It cannot be measured by the things that you remove from your checklist or the things that are actually done off of your calendar. But productivity and impact is measured by the systems you put in place. So things that have to get done on a regular basis are essential. These are the things that you want to build towards. So for example, there are a ton of things that I'm still working on from yesterday's list that I didn't get to due to a bunch of cool things happening, but it got in the way. And so part of it is setting aside time to power through the list, but just about everything on that list has everything to do with the system, creating a system for this or that or for this person, etc. And so it's important for you to understand the power of building systems, because this is how you're going to be productive, not just for today. You're not building productivity for today or for the moment. You're building productivity for a time that is coming, days in advance, weeks in advance, months in advance, quarters, years in advance, decades in advance. And so without the systems, how can you do that effectively? So it's important for you to build the systems. Secondly, if you're not doing so, you got to use AI, because AI is a staff member that is the cheapest staff member you have and never calls out sick. They may take a siesta every couple of weeks or so when the system glitches or when it's overloaded, but man, you got to power through AI. So a couple of cool things that I'm doing, a couple of cool things that I have working in my favor. I use NotebookLM, I use Gemini, I use ChatGPT. You may use the same tech stack or AI stack or a combination of other AI stacks. And of course, I use the AI within the other systems that I leverage on a regular basis. So you got to use all AI. But something that I do want to share that may be helpful is I use AI on all my devices. I'm a heavy Mac user. But I also have both of my main AI platforms loaded on my iPad so that they are constantly up, ready to go. Sometimes I want to run dual searches, dual queries, dual prompts on two different systems to see what results we get. And so it's important for me to have that going. Secondly, one of the most effective things that I do is I talk faster than I type, and I'm a pretty good typer. However, being able to dictate my prompts helps me get it out of my head faster, because the whole goal of prompting isn't necessarily the prompting style or the prompting how-tos, but it's really, in my experience, the ability to communicate and information dump inside your AI. It's smart enough to organize it and to structure it however you need it to be structured. So that's a part of the ecosystem and system building. The next thing I'll share with you, and I gotta cut this segment short because I'll come back in another segment. As we're building systems, you gotta think about this. Now, there are a couple things that are on my to-do list. Like I said, I didn't get done yesterday, but just about everything on my to-do list has everything to do with creating systems for team members that are executing on things that are repetitive, systematic, consistent. And they have to get done on a regular basis. The power of doing that allows you to leverage time, resources, people effectively. So how am I getting those systems created, or what do I do to create these systems? One, I'm using a new piece of tech and AI. It's tech AI hardware called Plaud. I'm using a Plaud Pin. It is something that I have found very helpful because I am constantly thinking about things. And so if I turn on the Plaud Pin, record a thought, and it's a series of thoughts or a long thought, it does a good job capturing it, syncs up with the AI in the cloud, really smart AI, transcribes it and produces several work products from that I use. But most importantly, I think as is relevant to our conversation, it consolidates a series of conversations I may be having about a topic, and I'm able to get results rather quickly that would have been a barrier if I had to pull out of my phone or turn on my Loom. And so Plaud is a really interesting tool, particularly if I'm out and about and I'm not necessarily in front of the computer or what have you. Really, really cool. And I'll probably record more about that later. The next thing, Loom. Loom has to be your best friend. I mean, if not one of your best friends. Really cool video recording, really cool AI, really cool tech stack in and of itself. Something that you got to use. Where necessary, Otter. Now, Otter and Plaud are competing for my transcription attention, but they have two different functions. Now, if you don't want to get a Note Pen, Otter on your phone, on your laptop is just as cool. It works. It's something you got to use. If you can use both, it works because Otter's great for your Zoom meetings, your Google Meet meetings, your team meetings, etc. But Otter has really good transcription software. So does Plaud. And so whatever you want to use for your transcription purposes, do so. Export the transcript and put it in your favorite normal AI platform, Gemini, ChatGPT, NotebookLM, and then run the system, create the system. And the last thing I'll say, this is not tech related, but it is important to say when we talk about creating systems, getting things done, is stop overthinking, right? Do. The benefit of having a Plaud Pin, the benefit of having an Otter or a Loom or any other recording, transcribing platform that is able to capture your thoughts and to transcribe it and turn it into other tools is that you get to think, ideate, create, get it out of your head. That, I can't put a percentage on it, but it's a big barrier for a lot of folks, right? So your ability to get it out of your head, get it into the system, get it processing and start navigating from there and ideating will increase your productivity quite a bit. Let me just pause this segment. I'm gonna come back with more. But if you're trying to get inspired about productivity impact systems, consider what we just shared. Consider the tools that were just talked about. We'll see you on the other side. Peace.